Hey guys, welcome back again in Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for yet another unbox. This time around, we're jumping into the Masters of the Universe Revelations. Now, if you guys been paying attention to the channel, we have covered a few of these figures. We are now in Wave 2. We've previously covered He-Man. We've covered Faker. We've covered Evelyn, Skeletor, and Skelegod. The only one from that wave I have not done is Mossman. I haven't picked him up yet. However, this is the one we've been waiting for. Wave 2, Teela. Teela from Masters of the Universe Revelation. This is not your regular Teela. This is the one from the recent Netflix series that takes a little bit more of a continuation, but off a tangent, if you will. It's not your traditional He-Man, Masters of the Universe, but it's a different universe, a different take on the storyline. It's definitely not for the little kids, let's just put it that way. It's a little bit darker, but that's what I love personally. I enjoyed the series tremendously myself, but it did have some critics, but just, let's face it, nowadays just about everything has critics, doesn't it? So we're going to check this out. Now, this Teela is a different Teela. She's a bit more of a badass than we remember from back in the 80s. So here we are. Let's just take a look at that. We get some additional hands. We get her staff. We get looks like a sword version of her staff, and then a smaller component right there. No additional heads. We did have additional heads with Evelyn. There we go. We got the back. I'll give you guys a second to pause that in case you want to read it. Captain of the Royal Guard, warrior, hero, Teela has been many things in her life, but there's now only one word that can describe her best. Survivor. Outraged by the secrets and lies from those closest to her, Teela has thrown down her sword and title and uses her battle-hardened skills to scavenge for magical artifacts for the highest bidder. But one can only evade their destiny for so long. So there we go. Very cool art right there. And you can see the rest of the figures here. Of course, we have He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Teela, of course, Skeletor, Beastman, and Spikor. I believe this wave has Teela, Man-at-Arms, Spikor. I'm not too sure who else is in that wave. I did see Spikor at the store. I wasn't too psyched. I wasn't too crazy about his look. So let's get right on into this, guys. What do you say? Okay, so obviously right here, I do love the branding of the box. It's not a typical rectangular box. It's got some geometrical shaping right there. Very cool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Mattel has knocked it out of the park with this wave of figures. I mean, these figures are basically, I call them NECA scale. They really are. This is like if you took a NECA figure and a Hasbro figure with the way the mechanics of the bodies are, whether it's Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection or even Marvel Legends. It's like you took basically the mechanics of those figures and then merged it with the NECA, and that's where we're getting here. So let's get some of these right out. Yep, we got a nice little sword right here. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if I can get a little bit of focus right there. It is a little bent, but hey, it's plastic. We can strain that out. Let's give you guys a nice little look right there. See if that will help. It's pretty cool. I mean, I get a lot of manufacturers do this. They do the molded plastic on here. I would have liked to see a little bit more of a silver on here. That's just me personally. But if you have a steady enough hand, you can do that paint mod yourself. Okay. Whoa, almost dropped that. So we have this, I think this is one of her additional weapons. This is like the condensed version before the staff extends out. Kind of almost looks like a lightsaber. And let's get her staff. This is a very badass looking staff right here, guys. Definitely like the look of this. Very cool indeed. Yeah, this is the extended version of her baton, if you will. And of course, we get some additional hands right here, guys. Okay, looks like we do have some plastic here. Some zip ties, it is. Okay, and here we go. We have Teela out of the package. Arms feel a little stiff, but I could be wrong. It almost seems like the arms are not meant to go down to the sides perfectly. There was something similar with He-Man that we had, where the one arm wouldn't go to the sides. It was like permanently arched out, and I think they kind of did that with Teela so that she's always ready for a fight. That's what I'm referring to right now, guys. See how her left arm is kind of like askew? It's like it won't even go down. There's no hinge allowing it to go down. Kind of a similar thing. I mean, well, no, I can see if we we can kind of get her arm. Yeah, I just had to play around with the hinge a little bit. There you go. That's better. Got some tremendous detail here, guys. Got her little satchel right there. I think it's just a molded piece, doesn't open up. But we do have a little attachment here where we can stow her baton if she's in a non-battle type situation. There we go. And I love the detail. Mattel has done some tremendous detail, especially on the footwear and the clothing. I mean, this crisscrossing straps. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I think the paint applications on here, they've blown away Marvel, or Hasbro, I should say. I mean, the details on here, like especially just on the belts. You can see the metal, what are supposed to be the metal buckles of the belts. I mean, they really pop on here. I mean, the detail on the figures have been tremendous. And instead of just doing like one molded piece, they've given you the appearance that it is a strap that kind of goes around the knee for the knee pads. The hair sculpt on here is tremendous. I mean, they did a damn good job with, the fading of the hair. I mean, they did some really good detail with that on her hair. If you guys can see that. Let me get you guys a little bit more focused. There we go. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, that's awesome right there, guys. They did a tremendous job with her. Let me turn this around so you guys can see it better. I mean, that's just badass. I love this. And of course, I have some necklace stands right here, so we're going to prop her up. Now, the joints, they're not loose. They're a little stiff, but not too stiff. Some of the McFarlane figures I've had, they've been, stiff as hell, to be perfectly honest. So, let's see. We have, of course, we can swap out this closed fist with a holding hand, and then we have this one where it almost looks like she's grabbing or reaching for something. That's an alternate hand we can do. Now, canon-wise, obviously, this is the sword that's also the baton that goes on the back, and this is also the staff. So, hypothetically, in story-wise, continuity-wise, she probably wouldn't be holding both of them at the same time, but we're going to pose her like she is. Why? Because it's my figure. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. God damn. Gotta play with the hand a little bit. That's the one downside to some of these figures, is you kind of have to play with the hands just a wee little bit. Much better. I like this pose. I really do like that. I know it doesn't make sense canon-wise, but at least she has all of her accessories with her right there, right? Love this figure, guys. Love it. Even if you're not a fan of the show, these figures are just tremendous. I mean, they made tremendous detail on here. If you've seen some of my past photos or my past videos, you'll see that they've done some amazing detail with He-Man, Skeletor, Skelegod, Evil Lyn. They knocked it out of the park. Again, we have another figure that they've knocked it out of the park. I mean, you know, I'm not going to talk or to preach about the show. There's been a lot of criticisms about it, but the figures have been tremendous, and they give us some awesome accessories. I mean, Evil Lyn, they gave us 2 heads. The head that comes with her, alternate head. They gave us alternate hands. They gave us the staff, fully extended, and they gave the staff condensed down. Skeletor, they gave us several alternate hands. We got his regular Havoc staff, and then the other staff. They've given us a ton of accessories on here, guys. And that's what I'm loving about this. I mean, we have the condensed baton right there. Then we have the sword mode, and then we have the spear mode right there. I mean, what more can you guys ask for? I mean, this is a tremendous figure. I also have Man-at-Arms, and I also have Beastman. We're going to be doing those on separate videos, guys. But definitely, if you see this in your local Target or Walmart, this is a major go, guys. Scale 1 to 10, she's definitely a 9.5, I would say. Okay? Would have been cool if maybe they gave us a little something. You know, I'm hoping for something extra, but they're probably going to do a different release of her in one of the later waves. I'm not going to give any spoilers out to you guys if you haven't seen it, but you know, I could see 1 or 2 extras could have been pretty cool on that. So, with that being said, there's our video. She's definitely a major go. You don't want to miss out on these Revelation figures. Just as a collector, you don't want to miss out on those Revelation figures. So there we are, guys. I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. And as always, I want you to jump down in the video description below. Check out our YouTube warriors, other people like you and I who make some amazing content that you don't want to miss out. So until next time, guys, as always, if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, hit me up in the comment section below, or better yet, email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. So until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I will always catch you guys on the flip side. Take care.